Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Melanie back with Black Metal Mondays, episode 2, number 2. I don't really know what to call it. Got a bunch of stuff in these last couple of days, and I don't think I'll probably have another one of these until another couple of weeks. I have some stuff on pre-order that is supposed to be released within the next week or two. But I might make another one next week talking about some black metal albums that I currently have in my collection that I've been listening to, just to try and keep the series going. So the first one got pretty good response, had a lot of views. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a flop, but had quite a bit of views. So I figured I'll keep doing it until I run out of time or run out of whatever to keep it going. Anyway, let's get started. Start with the tapes as always. I recently got a package from Dawn Breed Records. I bought the new Seep tape that they released. Well, not new. Seep, I believe he came out with it last year, but it was a repressing of the tape. And I ordered just that tape, and then he messaged me and was like, hey, you should add more tapes to this order. Shipping reasons, all that stuff, because it was coming overseas. And I was like, all right, you know what? Let me see what else you have. And he had 2 tapes that I had my eye on in regards to vinyl, but the opportunity arose, the price was good, so I bought them, and I finally got them the other day. So I'm pretty new to both of these artists, just calling that out, not acting like I'm super pro about all this stuff, but the first one is Sulphuric Night's first full-length Forever Cursed. I believe it's from Bosnia. It's a one-man black metal project. Raw black metal, but I would say raw black metal in the sense that the production feels a little bit raw. The vocals are very visible. They're not hidden in the mix at all. But it's that raw black metal vocal style. So this is phenomenal. I actually had listened to this before I bought this tape. And like I said, I was going to buy the vinyl. Some of the vinyl is a little bit harder to find, a little bit more expensive. But I was pretty much ready to bite the bullet and do it. But when I saw the tape, I was like, you know what? Let me just buy this tape first and see. So this was a Black Gangrene and Altair Productions release. Really, really cool J card. I absolutely love the logo and obviously the cover art of, I don't know his name. There's not a whole lot on the internet about him, so if anybody knows, let me know. And then the other side, there's this saying, if you want to pause it and read, I'm not going to read it out loud. But yeah, this is a really good album. I believe this came out in 2019. So it's been a few years since this has come out. I don't think anything else has been released since then, so with the exception of what I'm about to show next. So yeah, new favorite black metal project slash band, I guess. For me, I've seen this circulating all over the place on Instagram, and other YouTubers that I watch that are really into black metal have obviously shown this off since it's come out a couple years ago. So yeah, this was a great listen. I absolutely love it. It's very emotional. Like, the lyrics are very angry, and just like the vocals, I should say, are very angry sounding. Really good riffs. The production quality is so much better than some of the black metal I listen to. So that raw black metal, I feel like, turns people off, but definitely check this out if you have not. Again, I feel like I'm talking about something that's just obvious, like people already know about this. So, but yeah, again, I'm new to black metal, and this was new for me. Really nice tape, sounds amazing. Altair and Black Gangrene put out really good releases, so I was excited that I got this. And then the next one I got in that same package was Candlabrum and then Sulphuric Night's Split that was released last year. So I actually had never heard Candlabrum until I bought this. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I've heard of Candlabrum, seen the name everywhere in the black metal scene. So this was a first half blind buy for me because I knew that I liked Sulphuric Night. But the tape is really, really nice. Black Pro printed tape. So 2 songs. The first side, I believe, is Candlabrum. The second side is Sulphuric Night. I guess it doesn't matter. You can start whatever side you want. It's got that really cool, black and white print. I think that's a great picture So yeah, really good. I love that picture too. Really good split. So this also was a Black Gangrene Altair Productions release. So, all right. So Candlabrum. Believe they're from Portugal. So immediately think of Black Salice when I hear that, and that's exactly right, because Candlabrum reminds me a lot of Black Salice. So this song in particular on this album, which is called Death Slumbers Amidst the Ruins, I should probably say that, is pretty much dungeon synth, for the most part. I mean, not full dungeon synth, but there's no vocals from what I can tell. But it's a very good song, I will say. But in terms of this particular split, for me, the Sulphuric Night song is incredible, and that's what I listen to the most. However, I will say, since I bought this, I did go over to YouTube and I checked out Candlabrum's current release that I believe it's a one-man project, has out. And I really, really liked it. Like I said, it reminded me of Black Salice. It has that Black Salice feel to it. So I saw that albums are available on Hell's Headbangers, and they got my money. So, so yeah, really good split. Like I said, the Candlabrum song is, from what I can tell, there's no vocals in it. It's just a black metal dungeon synth ambient song. It's really good. The Sulphuric Night one is amazing. And if this is what is to come of new music, I'm excited, because this song is just angry and emotional as hell, and it's so good. So check this out if you have not heard it. These two pickups have gotten me super excited. For a while there, for the last couple weeks, I've been really balls deep into death metal, as I always am. That's not anything new. But then I got these, and of course I just went right back into listening to the black metal, and throwing it in there in my rotation. So good stuff. All right. So then I got a package from Indie Merch, 2 vinyl issues that I has been waiting for a while now. Finally got them in. And this again, and I know that I mentioned this in a last video, Behexen. This is the represses of their first and second, I believe, albums. No, I might be wrong about that. First, second, and third full length. I have my computer up, so I'm looking it up right now. So this is the second full length. It is In the Blessing of Satan. Or sorry, By the Blessing of Satan. Jesus, can't read old scripture. And again, like I told you guys, I'm pretty new to Behexen. I bought an EP on tape from Calgary a couple weeks ago. This album is fantastic. Yeah, I have not stopped listening to this digitally, obviously, until I got the album in, which was actually Saturday. I got this in finally. So really, really nice pressing. I will say one thing though, and this was put out by Behemoth. I always say the wrong Behemoth. I don't know. I just I'm so bad at these pronunciations and stuff. Like, I sound like an idiot. So anyway, right there, you know who that is. But I bought these off Indie Merch because they're like a retailer or distributor for them. Anyway, Indie Merch, I just have one thing to say. If anybody works there or is close with anybody from the company, please teach them how to package their vinyl, please. Because mine, as you can see, massively corner fucked up. I don't know what happened to this, but my jacket is just filthy. Like, I mean, I'm sure that's fine, but like, just like the corners were just super crushed and like torn. I don't know. I might have just gotten a bad pressing or a bad batch or something, but there was not a whole lot of protection in the box. The box kind of was a little bit messed up. But yeah, the corner stuff kind of pissed me off a little bit because these weren't that cheap. I think they were like almost $30 a pop, which is not bad considering some black metal that I spend my money on. But nonetheless, vinyl sounds great. No issues there. Comes with this interesting poster. I don't wouldn't have picked that as the poster, so that's just gonna live in the jacket. Unless somebody wants it, I'll ship it to you for free. And then obviously these are really top-notch quality color pressings. Let me turn that around. So it's got that pinkish on this side, and then on this side is right there. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, this sounds amazing. This album is incredible. Again, I'm totally blown away by Behexen. I'm so new to them, which I feel dumb about. Like, I wish I had been on the Behexen train back when they first came out in, like, what, the 90s? So yeah, and this has been popping up everywhere. I feel like everybody has shown these off, because it had been a while since they had pressed these. But again, like, even just like, I can feel like the jacket's kind of bowed a little bit. Like, it's, yeah, I don't know. Again, the vinyl plays nice. That's all that really matters to me. I'm not gonna like message them and bitch them out or anything like that, or ask for a refund. Like, it plays and that's all I care about. I don't sell my vinyl. They're all for my personal collection. So good stuff. And then I think you can probably guess the next one I got is My Soul for His Glory. This is the third full length, I believe. This was also another repress that I got through Indie Merch that was licensed or done by Behemoth Morte. This is also a nice gold and black and white splatter. You've got the stickers right there. And again, this album is fantastic too. I actually just listened to this morning. I was trying to get myself into the black metal mood because I've been so highly invested into death metal these last several days. Yeah, this is a great album. This one came perfectly fine, which leads me to think I just got a lemon for that last one. This one is in perfect condition, no corner dings. The jacket feels flat and nice. Even the sleeve cover is in perfect condition. So yeah, I must have just got a lemon for that one. So yeah, it's really cool. And I think, did they change the cover art for this? I know they did for the other one, but I don't remember if they did for this one. Or maybe I got that mixed up. I don't remember. But really nice. This one actually comes with a really nice book. It's a lyric book that has amazing pictures in it. Right there. That's one of my favorites. And then, where's the other one that I really liked? This one. This one's so good. I love this picture. That's so good. So yeah, this is amazing. Behexen is amazing. This is the current black metal band that I am on the hunt for all of their vinyl that is available and tapes, just to add to my collection. And I think for somebody who's relatively new to this band, if you have any suggestions of where else I can get their discography that's not through Discogs and flipping prices, just let me know. I think for the most part I've searched as much as I possibly can. I started with these represses, so I'm going to probably have to just bite the bullet and get some off of Discogs from private sellers. So good stuff. And then the final new vinyl that I got, which I'm not really going to talk about this because I've talked about it twice now, but I finally got the vinyl version in of this album, and that is Mourir, I think is how you say their name. I showed you the tape from Total Dissonance Worship. This is their full length. Oh, I already forgot the name of it. I'm an ass. I can't remember the name of it, and it's not easy to read on here. I don't know. Whatever. I've already talked about this. So anyway, beautiful pressing. I bought the vinyl after I got the tape because I love this album so much. Managed to find the red variant of this, which I know is pretty much sold out. Found this on Discogs. It was a third-party seller, but they sold it to me for retail price, so I did not pay any insane amount of money for this. But like I said, they're pretty much sold out and hard to find everywhere. But great album. If you have not checked out this band, they're from France. They're amazing French black metal. Not raw black metal, it's black metal. It's really good. I can't remember the name of the album. Like, I can't rate it. I'm having a day today, guys. It's Monday. So yeah, that was the last new thing I got. what have I been listening to besides all of these new things is that there was it Sulphuric Night? The Sulphuric Night, I was listening to this album the other day, and I was like, you know what? And don't hate me, because it's not even relatively the same. I got hints of old Behemoth in there, and not just like, that's just what I was hearing, but obviously they're not remotely the same. But it made me feel like, oh, Behemoth, like they used to be a black metal band, and I actually have probably one of my favorite black metal albums to date right now is this album, which I'm sure, let me take it out of the wrapper because it's hard to see, which I'm sure everybody is familiar with this album. This was a repress that came out last year. This is And the Forest's Dream Eternally. This is an EP that they put out back in the early 90s when they were actually a black metal band. Now I guess they're more they're more death metal. So they've definitely gone through a progression there. And a lot of people either incredibly hate this band or they are just super fans and they love them. I'm pretty much in the middle. I like a few of their releases. I don't like all of them. I think Telema 6 is when they really started to change their sound into more of the death metal sound. That's pretty much where they lost me for a while there. But I didn't really start listening to this band fully until this album came out. So this is not really a black metal album. Evangelion is definitely a black and death metal or whatever. Yeah, it's signed by the band. So anyway, this is pretty much where I started to really listen to Behemoth and start to dive into their discography. This was about 8 years ago. So it wasn't any time recently, but it wasn't nearly as far back into their discography. So again, not a super Behemoth fan. So yeah, so I pulled this out and I listened to it, and I really wish they had stuck with the black metal sound. I'm one of those people that feels that way, because this is a phenomenal EP. And I have not really dove into their other black metal sounding albums, which I'm going to do now and possibly try to get. But Metal Blade released this last year. It was a repressing, and it's great quality, as you can see. Really nice, very thick. It's a double LP, and it's got, I'm sure it's colored because it's always colored, but it has this book inside, and every single page is an interview. The first one's with Nurgle, and then the other one's like with the sound engineer and like the producers that put it out, and it's got pictures in it, and like there's the demo tape, and it, this is reminiscent of the Mayhem albums that recently came out, the live ones, so there's some cool pictures in there. So yeah, this is a really phenomenal album. I do wish that they had kept this tone. Not to say I don't like any of their newer stuff. Like their latest release, I can honestly admit I haven't really listened to that much. I've like maybe 2 songs off of it. I never really got that fully into it. The one before that, I just have it right here. The Satanist, I feel like, is probably a top 20 album for me. I absolutely love this album. And again, if you separate them from the black metal genre and just say like they're death metal, like this is a great death metal record. So yeah, my favorite song, probably my favorite Behemoth song is Moonspell Rites, and I feel like a lot of people might say the same thing. So just revisited this the last week, kind of reminisced to when I first heard it. Yeah, it's that gray like marble. Was hoping that they hadn't changed. Like, I often wonder if they hadn't changed their sound, like, would they still be considered one of the best black metal bands in the genre right now? I don't know. I go into those deep thoughts sometimes. And if you're not familiar with Behemoth, is from Poland, so they're a Polish band. And right now, the main man, like Nurgle, the lead singer behind Behemoth, is going through some issues with blasphemy laws, where he like posted a picture stepping out a Bible, I think on Instagram. It's either that or TikTok or something. I don't even know if he's on TikTok, to be honest with you. But, and now in Poland, like, that's blasphemy and it's a big deal and he could go to jail for it. It's bullshit. So whether or not you like Nurgle or you hate him, because he's an instigator, and a lot of people can't stand him for that reason. He does things to get attention, and he likes to get the attention. And like I said, he's an instigator. I'm just thinking about most recently, he said he got kicked out of a YMCA for a shirt that he was wearing, and then it turned out to not be true. I don't know. He posted something about Antifa a couple of weeks ago that really just made people fly off the handle. He's an instigator. I do find him to be an incredibly intriguing person. Very smart guy. He's an entrepreneur. The detail that Behemoth goes into for their merch is incredible. I have, like I said, their vinyls obviously are incredible. But their t-shirts and stuff like that. He also owns like a retro t-shirt shop where he sells old school black and death metal shirts. They're very expensive, but there's a niche for that and people buy those things. And then I believe he also owns like a barber shop and a bunch of other things. Anyway, I think the guy's incredibly intelligent, and I think it's bullshit that there's a possibility of him going to prison for that. Poland is very religious. I believe it's Catholic over there. So yeah, he's got a non-profit thing up right now. I will link it in the description. I can't think of the name of it right now. Basically raising money to help other bands that are currently in this position over in Poland. I think it's just Poland, where they're also being charged for these absurd charges, and they don't have the money to pay for lawyers and stuff like that. So again, to me personally, like, I think that's a great initiative. Again, I find him very intriguing. And I just, with all the controversy going around, I pulled this off the shelf and listened to it, and it's a phenomenal LP or EP, sorry. And then on this EP, I should also mention there's rehearsals and like live recordings on here too. So it's not just the EP that you get, but really good. I know Behemoth is controversial. So many people, like, either, like I said, they hate him or they're just like, or they absolutely love him. I'm probably in the middle right now. Like I said, The Satanist is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. In top 20, I'll listen to it nonstop for days. Not a big fan of their newest one. I can't remember. I Loved You at Your Darkest or something like that. It was good. I thought it was good. I haven't really fallen in love with it. Maybe if I listen to it now, I will. I don't know. But yeah, Black Metal Monday. I feel like I got some really great albums. Like, those Behexens are incredible. This is incredible. So yeah, if anybody is watching this and you have any other suggestions for me to check out, please let me know, because I'm always looking for more black metal, newer black metal to listen to. I know the new Hell Ruin just came out, and it's sold out everywhere. He actually follows me on Instagram, and he posted today that there's repressings coming, and he told me to follow his page because he's going to post all the updates on there. Makes me super pumped because that album is fantastic, and I think it's going to be one of the top black metal albums this year. So check that out as well. I will also link it in the description. So that's all I have, guys. Yeah, so if I get more stuff between now and Monday, I'll post another one. But if not, there might be a gap in between. And then one more thing. And I'm going to post another like short clip on this too. So just in case people don't watch this video. I recently reached 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is, to me, incredible. So a little bit of background on my Instagram. It was a personal Instagram account for years that I barely ever used. I posted a picture like maybe once or twice a year. And then the lockdown happened, and I started, every single day, because I was working from home now, and that's not something I was ever used to because I went into an office every single day for work. I would pop on a vinyl every day, and that would be like the vinyl of the day. And I started posting pictures of every single day of my vinyl of the day with a cup of coffee next to it. So it's been a year, and at that time I only had like 200 followers, and those 200 followers were friends and family that I knew personally. So I've grown quite a bit in the last year just posting my music. So that's incredible to me. It has been one of my most favorite things and hobbies that I've recently started. I've met so many amazing people on there. I have a group of friends that I talk to daily now because of that. I talk to bands and labels, and it's amazing because I've always loved metal music and music in general. Like in high school, I was in band and I played in symphonic band, and I was in marching band, and I was taking music lessons and learning how to play like several different instruments. And I've been playing the guitar for over 20 years. So music has just always been in me. And it's something that, for me, like, this is a hobby that I absolutely love. I love talking about it. I love showing off my collection and meeting people that are doing the same. So this has been a great year for me. So on that note, I am doing a giveaway. I'm giving off 4 tapes. I'll just show you since I'm on the camera right now. These are all tapes that I either have duplicates of or are on vinyl, so I'm fine with letting them go to somebody. The first one is the Vomit Forth promo. The second one is Unearnment's cassette tape. I have the vinyl. Thetis, again, I have the vinyl. Molder, I have the vinyl. And then Necrot, which you guys know I have the vinyl. This one I bought solely for a giveaway. Again, like I said, I'm not a huge promo person, but I bought solely just to give away because I know there's a lot of people that want this. It's sold out everywhere, or at least I think it is. But I bought the digital version just to throw money at the band. Definitely gonna buy the full release when it comes out. So yeah, these 4 tapes are gonna be given away this Friday. I'm announcing the winner. So if you follow me on Instagram, go and comment on the post and make sure you're following me because it's a follower appreciation. So if you're not following me, then that defeats the purpose. So yeah, if you're interested, go over there. But yeah, I'm going to also record a separate video later today about this, so you can ignore that if you watch this all the way through. So again, thank you so much for all the support. I reached over 200 subscribers a couple days ago. And again, my mind is blown by that. So yeah, it's amazing that people want to listen to me blab to a camera. But yes, thank you guys. Enjoy your Monday, and hopefully it's not a rough day.